This is Maximus Breaking News.
Greetings everybody, Maximus here with some hastily put together breaking news, depending on when you watch this and when you see it. But it's 1:37 a.m. California, U.S. time right now. And it's well into Saturday in South Korea, and there is some breaking news, and it is pretty shocking. I don't believe I've ever heard of this happening before, and this is just going to add more fuel to the conspiracy fire of this whole JeJu air crash. If you saw my video I put out yesterday about the great wall of death on the runway at the Muan airport, I told you I just don't feel right about this whole thing, and this is not helping it at all. All the articles are pretty much from the same source, so let's go ahead and read this. We'll take it from CNN, and as always, if any of you can shed any light on this, because you know I am not a pilot or an engineer or a rocket scientist. I'm an aviation lover and a YouTube clown. So if you know something, let me know down below. But let's read it together. It says Seoul, South Korea. Flight recorders from the passenger jet that crashed in Seoul, South Korea last month, killing more than 170 people, stopped working minutes before the plane belly landed and exploded on the runway, investigators in South Korea said today. Officials probing the country's deadliest aviation accident in almost 3 decades had hoped information from the so-called black boxes would shed light on why JeJu Air Flight 2216 from Bangkok belly landed at Muan International Airport on 29 December. But South Korea's Transport Ministry said Saturday that both the cockpit voice recorder and the flight recorder from the 737 had stopped working about 4 minutes before the crash while still in the air. If you'll recall, also all communications were lost with the tower at the same time. Really anything electrical. So whatever caused that electrical fault may have caused this. I'm not sure. Some of you 737 operators out there, let me know. I think this plane was built and sent out before the FAA's battery backup requirement, but I still don't know why both would stop working. I mean, they didn't have a lot of time. That's obvious because they did the 180. They spun back around, came back in the wrong direction. So they didn't have time to drop their landing gear. They didn't have time to start the APU, apparently. So whatever was going on was pretty instant. But now it appears we're not going to know, because both the flight recorder and the data recorder stopped working. In a statement, the ministry said it was unclear why the devices stopped recording, adding that it will work to determine the cause. CBR and FDR data are important data for accident investigators, but accident investigations are conducted through investigation and analysis of various data, so we plan to do our best to accurately identify the cause of the accident, the ministry said. This is puzzling. These boxes are built to withstand the worst scenarios. They've been underwater for months, and they've been found pinging inactive. They've been burnt up. They've been smashed beyond repair, seemingly, and they're still able to extract the data. Why would the power to the black boxes be off? Why would the power to the plane be completely off? And yet we still see the plane had one engine running. You could hear the engine running as the plane belly landed. So unfortunately, all this does is provide more mystery than answers. And I don't have any answers for you right now. I'm sorry, it is early. This news is just breaking. But this is really going to set the world on fire as far as conspiracies go. And this is not going to help South Korea's continued cover-up of their great wall of death as they focused on the plane. But it does explain why, since the voice recorder was analyzed on the 4th, that we haven't heard anything, because they didn't hear anything. So as of now, they're both in the U.S., both boxes, and I think the U.S. FAA and the NTSB are trying to make what they can out of it, but until we know more, that's all I know. So this is where I count on you, because all of you are smarter than me. We know that. So let me know down below, pilots, aviators, engineers, what could cause this? What do you think can cause this? Give me theories, any theories, all theories, anything. So like I said, sorry for the hasty production. It's the middle of the night or the middle of the morning here on the west coast of the U.S. We're having our own problems. It seems like the world is on fire, doesn't it? Anyway, as soon as I know more, I'll let you know. Like I said, by the time you're seeing this, you'll probably already know more. But I'll release this early and see what kind of traffic we get, and hopefully we'll get some answers. So until next time, as always, this is Maximus.